Erik, in previous videos we've discussed the importance of controlling our negative thoughts to lose weight and to regain health. One such negative thought, well, it's perhaps not a thought, but contributes to how we think of this topic, is the influence, perhaps the negative influence of friends and relatives in our pursuit of losing weight. What's your take?
Well, in certain cases, it certainly can be a powerful, essentially, form of peer pressure, right? So there's lots of reasons for it. Sometimes when somebody else is getting healthier or losing weight, it may bring up other feelings of insecurity for someone else. So inadvertently or overtly, they may try and thwart that person's efforts. Sometimes it's just about habits that are shared in a family that just have to be taken and looked at more carefully and closely, that are not working for them. And so I think any family that cares about each other needs to take a step back and look at, what are we doing? Is it harming us? Is it helping us? What are we teaching our children? Because children, their tastes are formed and their approach towards eating is been shown in studies to be really impacted, especially in the first 5 or so years of life. So you really want to set the stage up well for them, because what you feed and teach them those early years is going to shape them for the rest of their life.
So there's this saying that I am the average of my closest 5 friends. And so that means that I should hang out with people who bring me higher rather than down. How do I do that? How do I divorce my friends? Do I divorce my wife? Do I divorce my children? What do I do?
I mean, sometimes that might be necessary. Yes, I think especially during the last year plus, a lot of people have been starting to realize that more in their life, like who is important to them, who really helps them, supports them, or doesn't, right? Because a lot of us have been spending more time with family and a very select number of people than perhaps ever before due to global restrictions, and it's shining a spotlight on some of these relationships. So sometimes you can just renegotiate and work through maybe parts that aren't working in that relationship. Sometimes it may be the healthiest choice to leave it.
In terms of eating, perhaps the spouse is the one who insists on eating more or eating the wrong foods or things like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it can be hard in a multi-person family in changing your habits, especially if you're involved or responsible for making food for other people. So I've certainly seen in working with clients over the years that there may be one person I'm seeing in practice and they're trying to make some shifts, but then what do they do about the other people in their family that don't want to, right? Sometimes the best solution has been, well, some people eat this and other people eat this. Sometimes they can get the whole family on board, but I think at minimum you don't want other people fighting you in what you're trying to accomplish, because there's generally enough uphill battles for people to successfully get healthier and lose weight. You don't need your own family working against them.
I've been an entrepreneur my entire life, and one of the lessons that I learned is for the entrepreneur is absolutely crucial to create for himself this mastermind group of other entrepreneurs that go through the same challenge, and so then I can share with them my problems and they can share theirs, and we help each other. And so in that space, the way we look at solving each other's problems is I have this goal and I have this obstacle. Mm-hmm. So now we all think, okay, how do we help each other? Would this be applicable to friendship and to families and like creating a virtuous circle rather than a vicious circle?
It certainly is the ideal, isn't it? Right? I mean, I think we all want to feel comfortable and at home with the people that we're around. we've even documented that people who have good, close ties to their community, their families, tend to live longer. The Blue Zones book, which came out a number of years ago, really delved into that, examining longevity and the things that further it, and one of them was strong family and community ties.
It takes two to tango, right? So I need, if something is wrong in the relationship, I'm contributing half of the wrongness.
Yeah, it may not be intentional, but sometimes it's just a matter of how we see things and interpret, right? So I mentioned an author earlier by the name of Gretchen Rubin, and she has another subsequent book called The Four Tendencies. And this is really about worldviews and how you interpret information and what you need and request of other people to understand. And so if you're a questioner, for example, type, you're going to want lots of details and data and figuring out the minutia in order to believe it or understand it, versus if you are an obliger, you will go along with kind of the status quo and the rule because you don't want to rock the boat and you want peace is the most important thing. So that can be within your own family. There's different types, certainly in intimate relationships. So again, it comes back to awareness and mindfulness, right? And being able to step outside of yourself, staying in the moment, and trying to get a different vantage point on something.
Erik, thank you as always. We have more videos about how to create positive relationships and how to use those positive relationships to lose weight and to regain our health at the app. So feel free to take a look. Thank you again. If you would like to receive notifications the next time that we post similar videos, just click on the bell next to subscribe. And then, of course, comment, like, and share so we can help as many people as possible with this content. Thank you. Obesity is this century's #1 killer. We are on a quest to eradicate it and need your help. Subscribe to not miss our upcoming videos and add your comments or questions below, or the topic you would like us to discuss. Thumbs up are always appreciated. Lastly, consider accepting our challenge. Lose 7 pounds in 3 weeks, or your money back. Discover the only program to regain your dream weight and health, and keep them forever. ActibHealth.com. Thank you for watching. We'll meet again soon.